Stop. Before you throw away those seeds from your store-bought grapes, you need to see this. Most people think growing grapes at home is a complicated process reserved for professional vineyards. But what if I told you that you could start your own vine today using nothing more than a few seeds and a recycled container? In this video, I'm taking you through the complete seed-to-harvest journey. We're moving past the myths and getting straight into the no-fluff, step-by-step method to germinate, plant, and care for your vines so you can eventually harvest clusters of organic fruit right in your backyard. No expensive equipment, no complicated chemistry, just simple gardening that works. Let's get growing. The science of cold stratification. Grape seeds are programmed by nature not to grow until they have survived a winter. To trick them, we use cold stratification. Wrap your cleaned seeds in a damp, not dripping paper towel and seal them in a Ziploc bag. Place this bag in the back of your refrigerator for 60 to 90 days. This cold period breaks the seed's internal dormancy. Without this step, your germination rate will be near zero. Check the bag every few weeks to ensure the towel is still moist. This mimics the natural cycle of seeds falling to the ground in autumn and waiting for the spring thaw to begin their life cycle. Germination and potting techniques. Once the 3 months are up, move the seeds to a warm environment, ideally around 70 ff, 21 cc. When you see a tiny white root, known as a taproot, it's time to plant. At this stage, use a sterile, light seed starting mix rather than heavy garden soil. Heavy soil can crush the delicate new roots. Plant the seeds only about ½ an inch deep in small individual pots. This prevents transplant shock later on because you won't have to disturb the roots when moving them to larger containers. Ensure the pots have excellent drainage holes to prevent water from sitting at the bottomholes. Indoor growth and lighting requirements. Young grapevines have one obsession: light, and I mean a serious amount of it. Give them too little, and they'll stretch themselves thin trying to reach for more. This is called getting leggy, where the stem grows long, pale, and weak instead of sturdy. To prevent this, your seedlings need 12 to 14 hours of bright light every single day. That's a lot more than most windows can naturally provide. Even a bright south-facing window often isn't enough on its own. This is where a simple LED grow light becomes a game changer. Just position it a few inches above the seedlings, and you'll see the difference within days. Thicker stems, greener leaves, sturdier growth. Watering is the next balancing act, and it's easy to get wrong in either direction. The goal is soil that feels like a wrung-out sponge, moist but never soggy, never bone-dry. If you notice yellowing leaves, that's usually your plant waving a red flag for overwatering, not underwatering, which surprises a lot of beginners. During these first few months indoors, don't get distracted by height or leaf count. Your real focus should be building a strong, thick main stem. That stem is the foundation for everything that comes next. It's what will eventually support the entire vine structure, the fruit clusters, and years of future growth. Get this stage right, and everything downstream becomes so much easier. Transitioning to the great outdoors. Your vines have been living the pampered indoor life, but now it's time for the real world. This transition process is called hardening off, and rushing it is one of the most common ways beginners lose their plants. Here's why it matters. Moving a plant straight from a cozy indoor spot into direct sun is like stepping out of an air-conditioned room into desert heat with zero warning. The leaves simply burn, and weeks of careful growth get damaged in a single afternoon. Instead, ease into it. Start by placing your vines in a shaded, wind-protected area for just 1 hour, then bring them back inside. Repeat this daily, gradually increasing the outdoor time over a full 2 weeks. This slow exposure lets the plant's cells toughen up and adapt to real sunlight, wind, and temperature swings. When you're finally ready to choose their permanent outdoor home, location matters immensely. Grapes are sun-hungry. They need 7 to 8 hours of direct, unfiltered sunlight daily to produce enough sugar for good fruit. Skimp on sun, and you'll get weak growth and sour, underdeveloped grapes. When planting, dig a hole twice as wide as the root ball. Width matters more than depth here, since it gives roots room to spread outward easily. Mix in plenty of organic compost into that soil. This creates a rich, welcoming environment that encourages the roots to expand confidently during this critical first year outdoors. Pruning, support, and the long game. Let's talk about the biggest mindset shift you need to make right now. Grapes are vines, not trees. That one word, vine, changes everything about how you care for them. Unlike a tree, a grapevine cannot hold itself up. Left alone, it will sprawl across the ground, tangle into a mess, and never grow the way you want it to. So before you do anything else, before more watering, before more fertilizing, install a sturdy trellis, fence, or arbor. Don't wait until the vine is already flopping over. Set the structure up early, even if the seedling looks too small to need it yet. In this first year, forget about fruit completely. Your only real job is singular and focused. Develop one strong, thick main trunk. That means every time you spot a side shoot trying to branch off, you cut it away. This might feel counterintuitive. You're literally removing growth, but it's intentional. By eliminating competition, you force all of the plant's energy upward into that one central trunk, building the thick, woody backbone that will support the entire vine for decades to come. Now, here's the hardest truth in grape growing, and I want you to hear it clearly. Patience isn't optional. A vine grown from seed typically takes 3 to 4 years before it produces its first real harvest. There's no fertilizer trick, no shortcut, no hack that speeds up this biological timeline. Accept it now, and you'll enjoy the process instead of fighting it. Every single winter, once the plant goes fully dormant and drops its leaves, you must prune it back aggressively. And yes, it will feel wrong. It will look like you're destroying a plant that finally grew big and healthy. But here's the secret every experienced grower knows. Grapes only produce fruit on new wood, meaning fresh growth from that current season. Old, unpruned wood just sits there, consuming energy and producing nothing but tangled leaves. Aggressive winter pruning isn't cruelty. It's precisely how you unlock heavier, juicier, more flavorful clusters, year after year after year.
One of the most rewarding things you will ever do in your garden, called stratifies. Plant with patience, pruning with confidence, and in a few years you will be harvesting fruit you are grew for structure. In this help, hit subscribe and drop a comment telling me what you are growing this season.